Myself Dr. S. Ali from Sri Ram Swaroop Memorial College of Engineering and Management, Lucknow. The topic of today's lecture is classification of partial differential equation. This topic is a part of application of partial differential equation and this is associated with the course Engineering Mathematics. In this lecture we will discuss the classification of second order partial differential equation, in which we will try to describe the nature of the second order partial differential equation, whether it is elliptic, parabolic or hyperbolic. At the end of this lecture, you will have an ability to describe the nature of the second order partial differential equation. So, here the classification of partial differential equation is very important for the engineering problems, to solve the engineering problems, because as we know what is the partial differential equation. Partial differential equation is the equation involved the partial derivatives. So, partial derivatives will come only when the function dependent on two or more than two variables. So, there are many physical situations where the situation is based on two or more than two variables. So, for this we frame the differential equation, and the elliptic equation, parabolic equation and hyperbolic partial differential equation is widely studied in the beginning of the 20th century. So, this has a great importance for the engineering students to visualize the nature of the partial differential equation. So, let us discuss the classification of second order linear partial differential equation. So, second order partial differential equation, the general form of the second order partial differential equation is E x y u x x plus b x y u x y plus c plus the lower order terms. The lower order terms means the derivative lower than the second order, that is, this lower order terms consist of partial derivative of first order or independent variable or dependent variable, or it may be constant. So, such equations are known as the general form of the second order partial differential equation. If u x x, the other notation is del 2 u by del x 2, u x y is del 2 u by del x del y, and u y y is del 2 u by del y square. So, if we use these notations, then this can be written in this form: a del 2 u by del x square plus b del 2 u by del x del y plus c del 2 u by del y square plus a function of either x or y or both or u or its first order derivative, or it may contain some constants. So, this is equal to 0. So, this is the general form of second order partial differential equation. Here a, b, c are functions of either x or y, or maybe x and y both are constants. So, this equation here we can see that this equation is linear in second order derivative. In second order terms, if you consider the second order terms consist of these three terms, and in these we can see the degree of second order derivative 1. So, this is the linear in second order terms. So, here if we see, this is the second order linear differential equation general form. Here this is the f in which x, y, u and its derivatives are there. So, if this f is linear, then the whole differential equation, this differential equation is called linear. So, second order linear differential equation is linear if this f is linear, else non-linear, means if f is not linear, then this differential equation is non-linear, or we can say that this is quasi-linear equations. Next. So, here this is the second order linear partial differential equation. This is the general form of the second order linear differential equation. This differential equation is classified into elliptic, hyperbolic and parabolic. To find the nature or classify, we have to find b square minus 4 ac, here b square minus 4 ac. And if the value of this b square minus 4 ac is negative, then this differential equation is elliptic in the nature, and the value of this b square minus 4 ac is positive, then this differential equation is hyperbolic in nature, and if its value becomes 0, then this differential equation is parabolic in nature. So, this differential equation of second order generally represent elliptic, hyperbolic and parabolic, and by using these conditions we can find the nature of the given differential equation. So, here we can see that, here we can observe that this differential equation is elliptic if b square minus 4 ac is negative, and for elliptic equation the boundary conditions, if the differential equation is described, then of course boundary conditions and initial conditions will be given, because in physical situation we have to define the boundary conditions and initial conditions. So, for this, if it is hyperbolic, then the for hyperbolic then for elliptic, in case of elliptic equation boundary conditions are prescribed in the closed region. Boundary conditions in case of elliptic equation, the boundary conditions are prescribed in the closed region, while for hyperbolic and parabolic equations the boundary conditions and initial conditions are prescribed in the open ended region. For hyperbolic and parabolic equations the conditions are in open ended regions. So, these are the conditions. With the help of these conditions we can describe the nature of the second order partial differential equation, and if we describe the nature, then what we are getting? By describing the nature of the differential equation, we can find the appropriate boundary conditions and initial conditions. So, this classification of second order partial differentiation, the second order partial differential equation in terms of elliptic, hyperbolic and parabolic will help us to describe or for appropriate boundary and initial conditions, and this classification also helps us for the smoothness of the solution in the region. There are many situations when the differential equation, the range of the differential equation is not defined, or we cannot find the exact range of the differential equation in case of solution of differential equation. There are many differential equation which solution is not within the range. So, these classifications will help us to describe or to find, or we can say to get the appropriate boundary and initial conditions within the range, and this will also help us to for the smoothness of the solution in the range. Smoothness means whether it is differentiable, non-differentiable, whether it is within the range differentiable or outside the range, or on the boundary, what is the smoothness of the differential equation, or in the solution is the differentiable within the range or not. So, in this way we have to find the classification of the second order partial differential equation. Also here we can see that B, A, C are, we can say A, B, C are functions of x, y are x and y both are constant. So, we can see that if we calculate the value of this b square minus 4 a c. So, if these values are constant, then you can easily derive whether it is negative, positive or equal to 0. But if in terms of x, y or x and y both if we are getting, then of course, the value of this b square minus 4 a c depends on the value of x and y. So, in two dimension for different region this differential equation may be in different nature, because the value, if the value depends upon the value of x and y. So, for different region may be it is different. In next in example we can discuss whether we are taking the value of x and y. So, the nature of the differential equation based on depends on the value of the x and y. Also, this is a second order partial differential equation of two independent variables only. If we consider more than two independent variables, second order differential equation of more than two independent variables, like if we write L u is equal to summation this A I j del u by del x I del x j, then here plus the lower order term plus lower order terms. Then in this case, this is also representation of second order differential equation where the number of independent variables are more than 2. So, in this case this is the coefficient matrix. In this case the nature of differential equation depends upon the eigenvalues of this one, eigenvalue of the coefficient matrix A I j. In this case we solve this for eigenvalues, this is the coefficient matrix, and this matrix can be solved for the eigenvalues, and the sign of the eigenvalues, with the help of the sign of the eigenvalues we can describe the nature of such differential equation. In this lecture we are not going to discuss about this, we will take the case of this such kind of differential equation only, in which 2D independent variables are given. So, now another form of the second order partial differential equation. So, we have discussed earlier in previous slide this, that was A del 2 u by del x square plus B del 2 u by del x del y plus C del 2 u by del y square plus a function of this is equal to 0. In this differential equation, this is also second order partial differential equation. Here we have taken 2b instead of b. In this differential equation we have considered 2b instead of b. So, to find the classification of such kind of differential equation, we can write b square minus 4 a c. For this we have to calculate 2b square minus 4 a c, which is equal to 4 into b square minus a c, b square minus a c. So, for this differential equation the conditions will be for b square minus 4 a c. If b square minus 4 a c, if this is less than 0, that is b square minus a c is less than 0. So, for this b square minus a c is less than 0, then this differential equation represents elliptic, and if this is greater than 0, that is b square minus 4 a b square minus a c is positive, then this differential equation is hyperbolic in nature, and if b square minus a c is equal to 0, then this differential equation is parabolic in nature. So, in this if the coefficient of second order derivative with respect to x and y is 2b, then condition is b square minus ac. The condition will be described with the help of b square minus ac, not in the help of b square minus 4 ac, because with the help of the calculation we can see this is b square minus ac, while in this case we have to describe the nature with the help of b square minus 4 ac. Now, let us consider an example. This is the one dimensional wave equation. This is the equation of second order partial differential equation of, this is the one dimensional wave equation. This differential equation is described by the motion of a string placed horizontally. If there is any string placed horizontally, then the motion of this string is described as wave equation, and the equation obtained for the such situation is this one, and this is called the one dimensional wave equation. So, here this is del 2 u by del t square equal to this. So, we can write this as del 2 u by del t square minus c square del 2 u by del x square is equal to 0. If we compare this with a del 2 u by del x square plus b del 2 u by del x del y plus c del 2 u by del y square plus this is equal to 0, then from here if t is x and x is y, then clearly a is equal to 1, b is equal to 0, because there is no term of second order derivative with respect to x and y, that is with respect to x and t, and c is equal to minus c square, that is a is equal to 1, b is equal to 0 and c is equal to minus c square. So, if you calculate the value of b square minus 4 ac, then clearly b is 0 minus 4, a is 1 and c is minus c square. So, this value minus minus plus, this becomes c 4 c square, and here c square means the square of c will be always positive. So, this value will be always greater than 0, because this value will be always positive. So, this value will be always greater than 0. It means this differential equation, that is one dimensional wave equation, is hyperbolic in nature. Now, let us classify this differential equation u x x 3 u x y plus u y y is equal to 0, that is this is nothing but del 2 u by del x square plus 3 del 2 u by del x del y plus c plus del 2 u by del y square is equal to 0. And if we compare this one with del 2 u by del x square e plus b del 2 u by del x del y plus c del 2 u by del y square is equal to plus the lower order term plus a function of something is equal to 0. Then from here we can find the value of a as 1, a is equal to 1, b as 3, b as 3 and c as 1, here c is 1. So, here a is equal to 1, b is equal to 3 and c is equal to 1, and if we calculate b square minus 4 a c, then this is 9, 3 square 9 minus 4 1 into 1. So, 9 minus 4 gives 5, and 5 is always greater than 0, it is greater than 0, it is a positive number. So, that the given differential equation is hyperbolic in nature. So, in this way we find the classification of any given differential equation. Now, if we consider the next example, in this example we have considered this equation and we want to determine the nature of this partial differential equation along the line y is equal to x, along the line y is equal to x. So, here this is nothing but y del 2 u by del x square, this is y del 2 u by del x square plus x plus y del 2 u by del x del y plus x del 2 u by del y square is equal to 0. And if we compare this with a del 2 u by del x square plus b del 2 u by del x del y plus c del 2 u by del y square plus a function of lower order terms is equal to 0. Then from here we can see that a is equal to y, a is equal to y, b is equal to x plus y, b is equal to x plus y, and c is equal to x, c is equal to x. So, here the value of a, b and c are dependent on the value of x and y. So, if we calculate b square minus 4 a c, then b square minus 4 a c is b square, that is x plus y whole square, minus 4 a is y into x. By using the identity or simplify this, by using the identity a plus b whole square minus 4 a b is equal to a minus b whole square. By using this identity or by simply open the bracket and simplify this, we can write this in terms of x minus y whole square. So, b, the value of b square minus 4 a c for this differential equation is x minus y whole square. So, this value is dependent on x and y. For different value of x and y, we will get the, we may get the different nature of this differential equation. But here we have to determine the nature along the line y is equal to x. So, that is the nature along the line y is equal to x, this is the line y is equal to x. Along this line we want to evaluate the nature of the given differential equation. So, along y is equal to x, that if we put y is equal to x, then b square minus, here if we put y is equal to x, then b square minus 4 a c becomes 0. And the condition when b square minus 4 a c is 0, then the differential equation is parabolic in nature. It means along y is equal to x, along this line, this differential equation represent parabola, parabolic. This is parabolic differential equation. Next, if we consider this example, in this example we have taken this differential equation. So, in this again if this differential equation is compared with a del 2 u by del x square plus b del 2 u by del x del y plus c del 2 u by del y square plus the lower order terms is equal to 0, then a is equal to 1 minus x square, a is equal to 1 minus x square, b is equal to minus 2 x y, b is equal to minus 2 x y, and c is equal to 1 minus y square, 1 minus y square. And if you calculate b square minus 4 a c, then this is the b square, that is minus 2 x y square minus 4 1 minus x square into 1 minus y square, and when we solve this one, then we will get 4 x square y square minus 4 into 1 minus y square minus x square plus x square y square plus x square y square, which is equal to 4 x square y square, 4 x square y square minus 4 plus 4 y square plus 4 x square minus 4 x square y square. So, we can see that this value becomes 4 into x square plus y square minus 1. This is 4 into x square plus y square minus 1. So, again the value of b square minus 4 a c for this differential equation depends upon the value of x and y, because the b square minus 4 a c comes in terms of 4 into x square plus y square minus 1. So, for this if we take x square plus y square is equal to 1, if we take x square plus y square is equal to 1, then b square minus 4 a c is equal to 0. From here it is clear that b square minus 4 a c is equal to 0 in case of x square plus y square is equal to 1. So, for this, with this condition, this differential equation represents parabolic, and if x square plus y square is greater than 1, then of course, if this value is greater than 1, then this will be positive. So, b square minus 4 a c will be positive. In such case, the differential equation will represent hyperbolic, and if x square plus y square is less than 1, if it is less than 1, then it is negative, and in this case this differential equation will be elliptic. Now, let us discuss the nature of the trichotomic equation. This equation is known as trichotomic equation. This is del 2 u by del y square minus y into del 2 u by del x square is equal to 0, and if we compare with the general form of the second order partial differential equation, then clearly a is minus y, b is 0, because this trichotomic equation does not contains the derivative of second order with respect to x and y. So, b is 0 and c is equal to 1, because here this the coefficient of second order derivative of u with respect to y is 1. So, c is 1. So, if we calculate b square minus 4 a c, then b square minus 4 a c will be 4 y, b square minus 4 a c is 4 y. So, here we can see that the trichotomic equation, for trichotomic equation is depends, the nature of this trichotomic equation is depends upon the nature of y, the value of y. So, if we see the 2 dimension x y plane, so here if y is greater than 0, if y is greater than 0 means the value of y is positive. It means for the upper half plane, y is 0. So, in the upper half plane, if y is 0, then this becomes greater than 0. So, it means for upper half plane the trichotomic equation represents hyperbolic, and in the lower half plane y is less than 0, for this y is less than 0 means b square minus 4 a c is less than 0. So, this will be elliptic in nature in the lower half plane, and on x axis y is equal to 0. So, on x axis y is equal to 0. So, b square minus 4 a c is 0. So, this trichotomic equation will be parabolic in nature on x axis. So, in this way we can see that the trichotomic equation depends upon the, for different region in x y plane, it is its behavior is different, in somewhere it is elliptic, somewhere it is parabolic, somewhere it is hyperbolic. So, in this way with this concept we can describe the nature of the second order partial differential equation. Thank you.